sure you do not open up the moderator page.
Are there any penalties for incorrectly giving someone a code on purpose?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you get tagged by a zombie, you better give them your actual code. If we find out that you gave them the wrong code, things that could happen will include
bad things will come.
Maybe you have a 24-hour start timer instead of a 48-hour start timer, or maybe we'll just tell everybody who you are so they'll all know you're a jerk. Yeah.
I want to install things.
Go to Firefox.
Yeah, Firefox.
Because why are you on?
I don't know. It's just open whatever was right there.
Internet Explorer 2013.
Internet Explorer, third fourth.
On PC, Windows 8 was potato.
Hey, look, I can log in now. What? Oh, hey, I'm right there. I didn't even notice that.
God.
Okay, guys.
Go home.
Like my dad.
It's like looking at the
It's a
pizza.
long password.
All right.
Listen, Grandpa Nooch is really tired from helping set this game up, okay? So,
Oh, hey, there's 65 people, but they're not.
yeah, that's why I was waiting, because, Tom, you got a question?
I did that banner, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
This is how you report.
I'm going to turn the lights down.
Because that banner's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Just let them all off.
Eddie, you get just as confused.
That's not.
Yeah, can we all remember when Eddie used to do this all the time?
Anyway, stop paying attention to Eddie because he's just playing with light switches. You see this? This is report a tag. Click it, and you type in your ID number, you type in the time, and then you can feed up the two people that you type in on this box. Yeah.
I don't understand computer.
That is definitely my room.
No, there's a bunch of light switches behind you as well.
Anyway,
Yeah, like that's what I said.
that's that. Get rid of the zombie. There was a zombie before it was cool. This time, alright. OZ is a little bit different this time. Tomorrow, you can carry whatever the hell you want. So can the OZ. So they can
look just like you.
Yeah, they look just like you.
Well, they
They
don't
can
have
stun
top
zombies
hair, they have
just
long hair.
like you. It's great. Question.
Something I don't see written here that was really important when I was ruled in. OZs do not have to put down their...
Yeah,
They don't have
we're gonna go over that.
lower
They've got a
armband.
human armband. Do not mistake the OZ for a human. Well, you probably will anyway, because that's how we intended it.
Easy way around that. Shoot or sock everything you see.
Yep.
But you won't know, because they're not going to do anything. They're just going to walk away. And be
They're going to act like a normal human. And then
OZ
randomly they're just going to tag
won't
you.
respawn in 15 minutes, but they keep track of that, and you don't
Yeah.
see a change.
You see no changes. And then you die. So yeah, they're scary. Humans. Frank, you want to go over this?
Okay, basic human tactics. People that haven't played before, or people that have been zombies really quick and haven't had a lot of human experience. You want to stick together. It's easier to see zombies coming if you have multiple people, obviously. Check your corners. Don't walk around texting on your phone through the parking lot right next to cars. I mean, it goes without saying, but stealth, don't like loudly walk through your dorm going, yeah, so I'm playing the HvZ thing, I don't know who the OZ is.
Hey, that works for me, okay?
And then the last thing is communicate, and communicate means like, if you know that there's a huge group of zombies outside of Schumacher, like make sure you like tell other humans if you know they're in there, like kind of get each other's backs. This game's about teamwork and stuff. While we're on the communicate subject, probably someone somewhere is going to make a Facebook group for the humans, and then once there's enough zombies, there's probably going to be a Facebook group for the zombies. Whoever makes that, can you put the admins in the groups, please? That'd be awesome. And you should probably invite people to it when you make a human group because you want them all to be in there and know about stuff. Now, thanks to Brian Walker. Where's Brian? There's Brian.
Actually, and the video is also shot by Jeff Silvernail.
Yeah, and Jeff Silvernail. But Brian edited this wonderful video. I don't know who that guy is.
He's a jerk.
You're gonna see this jackwagon giving some advice.
All right.
Strangely.
I'm Chris Frank. Welcome to Jackass. No, if the record show, Brian can take 10 of them because he's got 10 fucking shots. Love you, Brian. Don't die. Because what we'll do is we'll go, they just move back around through the middle of campus. They never fucking expect that. They go to the edges when you take
I swear a lot. Sorry.
Cross now? Cross now?
Yeah.
zombies use that propaganda shit, and then it becomes rumor.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Frank's never left anyone to die. You're human and you're watching this.
Yeah,
I don't know what your game is, I don't know what year it is,
You sure?
but whenever this shit happens, something you can do. You just fucking stay alive, because I'll be with you in spirit, motherfuckers. So we left the door. What are you guys doing?
No one tag Brian. No one tag Brian.
So yeah, okay. That pretty much sums up everything you need to know. That was not shot as an instructional video. That was just,
It just kind of happened.
that was just really awkward how that was sort of lined up. So we got to talk about safe zones a little bit before we do zombie tactics. What are safe zones? Residence halls, inside you can be tagged by zombies. Now how that works in residence halls is you are safe in the following places: your own room, the bathroom, stairwells, kitchens, computer labs, laundry rooms. Study lounges?
Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah. Is that after quiet hours or if no one's using it? Because I'm pretty sure the study lounges, since they differ from building to building, we said just
Study
leave them
lounges
alone.
typically do differ from building to building. In Sherman, you're typically fine with doing it so long as you don't knock someone or a table over. Use discretion. If you're going to tag someone, you know it's going to turn into a huge standoff.
The way it works is if you're moving in the building, you want to use the hallways, and that's pretty much it to tag people. Inside, you can tag and be tagged when it's not quiet hours. And what I mean by quiet hours, since apparently there are some buildings that do it differently, is I mean between 9 p.m. and 11 a.m. 11 p.m. and 9 a.m. Everybody is wrong. Between 11 p.m. and 9 a.m., you are safe in all residence halls.
I swear it was 8 a.m. at a different time. I'm fine with it, don't change it.
It's 11 to 9.
Question.
All of the buildings are safe. Now questions.
It's gonna really suck if you're doing laundry.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad I did my laundry today.
To the laundry room.
I did mine today as well.
Do your laundry, then escort them out.
This question has come up in literally every single HvZ I've ever played. Guys, do your laundry during quiet hours. Please don't try and use the laundry bag to dodge zombies or push them out. Just do it during quiet hours. Or do it tonight really fast. Don't do your laundry not during quiet
That's how it
hours.
works. Okay, real quick, Anthony, our vice president, he is in charge of HvZ and all that it entails. We're doing 2 games this semester for people that don't know. I'm Chris, I'm the treasurer. I'm running the first game because Anthony doesn't want to die from running 2 games. So,
He mentioned my name.
you're done. So anyway, that's Anthony. So, anyway. Everyone else on campus, your free game. What does that mean? Outside, on staircases, use them at your discretion. If you can go around staircases, it's probably a good idea. We're not going to tell you how to play the game, but just know that you signed a waiver because if you're dumb and you hurt yourself, it's your fault.
If you get tagged on the staircase, yeah, it's not your fault. I'm talking about outside, like going up the stairs. Just try and avoid it.
Inside staircase.
Inside staircase, you just Alright, anyway, you got Zambush. Unless you want to say something else.
It was kind of glanced over, but if you're in an academic building at all, you are safe.
Oh yeah.
You cannot be tagged.
Every building other than residence halls is safe. Just to clarify.
Sorry, it's pretty interesting.
Not a question, more of a statement, just general, like, don't be in the building after it closes, that's not allowed.
Yeah, if the building's closing, just get out as soon as you can. That'd be really, really nice.
Holbert,
Holbert.
the lobby before you go.
Oh yeah.
Lobby before the dining hall is...
The door is connecting to the dining hall from the hallways. That's the threshold. From safe to you're dead.
Yeah, the main lobby is... Yeah, because people got pissed.
Because of the outdoor resource center.
Yep. That's the next thing. Outdoor Resource Center. If you don't live in Holbert, you don't need to know what this is, but if you go in Holbert, know that there's something called the Outdoor Resource Center. Don't play around that thing. Because apparently we had somebody like dive in there to avoid being tagged, and they were really upset. So don't do it.
Just to play devil's advocate with the 24 hours buildings thing, if you're actually allowed to be in that building at all times, you're allowed to be there. It's considered don't be a dick to
Well, no,
do it, so there's nothing against it.
It's not even devil's advocate. If you're allowed to be there, you're allowed to be there.
Yeah. If you can actually be in a building for 24 hours, and I know there are people who have done upwards of 17 to get away from zombies. I mean, you're allowed to do it, but we're going to call it.
Unless, of course, you do have a problem.
Okay, brings up one minor thing before we do zombie tactics. Remember that everybody's playing this game to have fun. Please don't make other people have a bad time. Like, it's one thing to say stuff in the spirit of the game, but don't ostracize people just because of the way they play the game. That's another thing. Really, just like, if they're going to hide inside, they're not going to have as much fun. Let them do it. Okay, so zombie tactics.
Zombies. Usually just want to rush at them like a bunch of maniacs. Yeah, you also usually try and figure out where the hell the humans are, which is why it's good to kind of like stalk people, more or less. It's not stalking, we're playing a game.
It's not stalking, it's working surveillance.
Yeah, surveillance. These guys.
Please don't actually stalk people for the sake of stalking them.
Is that covered?
Stalker.
No, but seriously, please don't actually stalk people. That's really fucking creepy. Like, if you're doing it for the sake of the game, that's
Surveillance, guys.
It's urban surveillance.
Anyway, you rush until shit happens. Like it says there.
Humans rely on order to survive. You need to fight that order with an equal amount of chaos. That's why zombies run in giant lines of people and scream.
Yeah, scream a lot. The more screaming, the better. Also,
unless it's at night and you don't want to get the cops called on.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. Players. Other than that, you scream kind of like you're playing chivalry.
But not like you're getting stabbed.
No one else plays that game.
I'm pretty sure some other people play that game.
Okay, moving on. We got questions. Tom.
Can you be a creeper from Minecraft?
Don't actually blow up and you're good.
I think if you make this, when you tag someone, they're probably more likely to jump out of their pants. So if you can get them to jump out of their pants, then tag them appropriately, you know, then that's pretty good. Which brings up the next point. Well, tagging, right? We're going to talk about appropriate tags.
Appropriate tags.
Okay.
Me touching Frankie in the butt, it's not appropriate.
Well, that's okay for Nooch to do. That's not okay for anyone else to do. So in terms of tags, you can't do that to people. Now, if it's like, if you're running at someone and they spin around and you tag them accidentally somewhere inappropriate, like, that's not your fault, but you need to come to an agreement based on those two parties, like what to do. Because there have been people tagged in very humorous but very awkward ways. So usually what happens is they both go, you know what, I'm just going to, and then you just go. And then it's over. We don't tag people's
The inappropriate tag is not a means to find a loophole out of being tagged.
That doesn't mean thrust your chest at people.
If you feel uncomfortable when you've been tagged, if you feel like you've been violated, you can argue against the tag and that's fine. Don't just do it because it's like, well, I can avoid being tagged.
Don't go everywhere like this. That's not
Also,
If you do end up going everywhere like that, you should find some
also.
you also should go over. I go up to Babbage and get him like 4 fingers here. That's tagged.
If you can feel yourself being tagged, just come on. It's a game. Being a zombie is not the end of the world.
The tagging the rules is still described as a firm touch, right?
Pretty sure
Yes, but that's fine.
If they're close enough to do this, they're close enough to do this. They got you. Okay?
Don't go stiff arming.
You died.
Don't need
Then
to do that
go
thing
be a
for
zombie and have fun chasing other humans. It's how it
Zombies
works.
are fun, people.
What about Anthony?
Babbage, you mentioned if you can feel being tagged, just to put it in. If you can't feel yourself tagged, what would you say to a player?
If you can't feel yourself being tagged, then it's time to have a dispute. Now, disputes aren't whole fights or anything like that. When you have a dispute with someone, what you need to do is you need to go into a safe zone, go into the nearest building, and then you have a calm discussion with them as about how to do it.
If you're in a dispute and you're a human, you do this.
If
You
you're a
move
zombie,
this down and you're a non-player.
like,
Zombie,
hold on.
you
Also,
start
great
yourself.
stand up.
Take it
Zombies
over.
look like that now, by the way. Headbands.
Yes.
Now, if you're in a dispute, you just take off the headband.
And you calmly proceed to
Walk
a safe
inside.
zone.
And then
You
you have
talk it
discussion.
out.
If you can't reach an agreement, call a mod or an admin.
Probably call the moderators first.
We need
You know,
to introduce those people just so you have faces to go with those lists.
You want
So-
to have to later do it now.
We're talking about disputes. We'll introduce
We'll
mods.
We're doing it now.
We'll just mods stand up. We got
Moderators.
Savannah, you'll see stuff and make rulings on disputes. Our moderators, they have not only the green, either armband or headband, but they have the red wristband to indicate that they're moderators.
And then
Admins don't have
green
green because they're not actual players. They're just
sometimes wear
running
headbands.
the game.
That's right.
All right.
Next. Safety.
This is important. Don't break actual laws. I don't care if we didn't put every law that exists in the rules. There's still laws and you follow them like it's every day.
Like it's the law.
Yeah, so don't do really crazy reckless things that might endanger civilians or people playing the game just because it's the game. Like, use your head. Don't break the campus. What this means is don't storm through in a 20-person line charge the bushes that maintenance maintains every day.
Don't
do
climb
that.
trees and jump
Don't
out
climb
of the
trees.
people.
Don't break things. Don't charge through glass doors. Scale buildings
But they
with
look
property
clear.
laws. Don't do it.
The pond is not a viable escape route.
Question.
Is it possible to parkour away?
I mean, if you were really good at it, I don't see a problem, but if you do it and you hurt yourself,
I have jumped over
I'm just gonna make
things. I have jumped through those wooden fence things like sideways. Now, did I do, if I'd gotten hurt, would it have been my fault? Totally. Absolutely. I would have had no one to blame but me.
If you break it, it's also your fault.
Yeah, if you break it, it's completely your fault. Don't do something stupid and get our club in trouble. That's pretty much what that covers. This is a whole blanket thing called common sense. Don't break other players. Don't tackle somebody so hard.
Don't
that they
tackle
lose.
Eddie.
Don't tackle Eddie either. He's
You
fragile.
know everyone loves to give them hugs, but you can't do it.
Don't break non-players. You've got people on this campus that are not in this game, that are going to class. Don't rush through a group of them to tag someone. When you see them coming through doors on buildings and you know there's a human in there, don't sit there and crowd the door so they have to fucking go around you. Just move out of the way. Be polite to non-players. Be nice to them. Just do whatever you can to avoid them. During missions, you're going to see non-players. Unless they're right completely in the middle of what you're doing, we're going to just not run into them. That would be really nice. If we have to call mission pause, we're going to do it, but you guys should be like, there's not that many of us. You should be able to run around non-players and not interfere with them. This also includes, like, don't run in front of buses to get away from zombies. If there's a bus coming and you're going to run across the road, if I'm a human and there's a bus coming, I'm going to turn around and say,
Don't armor lock
there's a
shells.
bus right there.
Don't
And you just stop for a second. Then don't shoot the zombie and let them keep chasing you. I don't care. Figure it out. We can be civil to
Don't
each other.
play and road.
This was a huge problem last semester, not for everyone all around, but I feel the need to say it. I swear to God, if I hear about anyone tackling someone, I will non-player myself and find you. I don't care that I'm not running this game. If so much as a single person tackles someone on purpose, I will find you. I will
It made
find
you do bad things.
It will not even pertain to the moderating team getting you. I will get you. Don't tackle people.
Top question.
This is not Halo Reach. We can't armor lock.
Yeah, so
No armor lock in the road.
Don't armor lock in the road.
We're not
That's-
Spartans.
There are so many things that you should not do.
Never armor lock.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Also, don't be dumb.
What are we
It's
missing?
up there. Don't do it. Don't be dumb.
But
Make
that's
smart
not
choices.
Alright.
pretty
Okay, zombie stun timer. When you are shot with Nerf or hit with a sock, either swung or thrown. We use melee socks for anybody
Yes.
that's playing in
Dave,
other schools. that
Stand
knows
up and show your wonderful socks.
Melee socks. Socks are swung. How you doing, buddy? Socks are swung or thrown directly by the hand. This means you do not put Nerf swords inside socks. They may only contain other socks. This means you don't put rocks in socks. You don't tape socks around Nerf swords because you still have to swing them with only your hand.
You can only contain one
They
side.
can only contain one sock. Don't put a crap ton of socks inside one sock and bowl for zombies. That's not how it works. Okay? You can throw a bunch of little baby socks. You can shotgun them. It's fine. Jury's still out on some weird stuff. But
Hey, Rich mentioned that like 5 different times.
No one's ever done it yet.
Well,
I'm the
that's
first.
true.
I'm the first.
I've actually recently looked up on Amazon. You can get like 10 pairs of baby socks for like $5. I was gonna do it, but I didn't have the money at the time.
That's pretty good.
It's a thing. It hasn't
Yeah,
ever
$5 for like 10 pairs of
Now-
baby socks. That's 20
You are stunned
socks.
for 15
They can
minutes.
throw.
When you respawn, if you are outside during regular gameplay, you must go to a safe zone and respawn. Safe zones are any building. Or if you go in a residence hall, go to the bathroom. Respawn.
During missions, we'll let you know exactly how you're going to respawn and exactly what the timers are going to be. Anthony?
Little detail that came into fruition after last year. If it's nighttime and you're on the academic side of campus and it's nighttime, you are allowed to at least go to the entrance of a building and touch the handle to count as going inside if you can't actually
You
go.
can't get in all buildings at night, so we have changed things a little bit so you can just touch the door at night. As long as you're out of sight, you should be fine.
The rule is, yeah,
Just make sure you follow your stun timer.
Next, if you are a human and you get tagged and you are now a zombie, your time to respawn is not 15 minutes. It is half an hour.
Incubation time.
You don't
You
get
are
sick.
infected. You will die and become running after humans and stuff.
So you act as if you were a non-player for half an hour.
Yep.
Note those that do turn into zombies, there's no Zombrex.
Correct. You probably are a zombie for good if you're a zombie. Probably. So that being said, stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Hydration is very important. You guys should all be drinking plenty of water during the game.
Frank, you know that person, right?
Yes, I do know that personally.
That would want to run really well.
Bring a secondary blaster. Those are always good to have.
Bring lots of.
Bring a tertiary. Get ready for it to gym too. Any veteran players? Any questions? Anything I missed? Clarifications? Renee.
What about immunity?
Immunity.
Talk
Thank
to
you
us.
very much.
Tickets.
On the website, on HvZ Source, there is a lovely link that says request a moderator ticket. Request a ticket?
Send it to
Send a ticket. Send a ticket. The button's there. You can send the moderators messages. If you need to be immune for whatever reason, if you
You
think
have
that
to
there's,
carry a guitar or something.
if you think there's something going on you should not be playing the game for, but you need to do it as part of a responsibility on campus, please contact us as far ahead of time as humanly or zombily possible.
If you are required for any class work to bring your laptop with you, you can also ask for immunity. Anything really expensive.
If
That
it's
doesn't mean carry your laptop everywhere you go.
If it's
Make
optional,
every effort to store
yeah.
things, please.
required to bring it.
Rob, your hands up first, then Dustin.
Alright, yeah, okay, so say if you're a zombie, because this happened last year, and you're carrying a guitar. You can still play.
Don't use it
correct?
as a shield.
No, but you can, no, you're a zombie and you have your
You
guitar.
stay in
It's your
one.
own choice.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it's completely.
If it gets shot, though, you're down.
Okay,
It counts as
so-
part of it. Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Dustin, then Grace.
Clarification on people getting in and out of vehicles if they have to leave campus, because there was a debate about this last semester. About what
I thought you have to stop everything around.
If you're getting in a vehicle to leave, you're not allowed to use alternate means of transportation to flee zombies. What this means is, any zombie within the immediate vicinity, shoot them. That doesn't mean that there is a zombie with binoculars on the other side of Alumni Fieldhouse going, I see you! And you have to wait for them. That's not how that works. But if they're in pursuit of you, if they are engaging you, fight the zombies, then get in your car and go home.
Just make sure there's no chance you can hit
And if you're
someone.
trying to get out, just yell at them and tell them that they're being dicks.
Now, if you're trying to park and they're trying to storm your car, that's a safety hazard, and you need to tell them about barricading. Barricading means that you don't make human walls outside doors and prevent people from getting in and out immediately, right there. But we've got an issue for that. We've got a solution to that kind of thing too. Leaving safe zones. Any door that is the immediate exit to a safe zone. In cases where there are multiple doors, I'm talking about the outermost door of a building. We have the rule that you can hit them within 10 feet of that exit with a sock. Sock only. If they are standing, say this is the door out of whatever, pick your favorite lecture hall. This is the door outside. This is outside, this is inside. The zombies are going after Eddie. Eddie's trying to go outside. The problem with this, we're coming outside, is I can sit here and go, you can't stun me inside, but now you're dead. So, to fix that, he hits me with a sock. Eddie doesn't have a sock right now, so he's screwed. He's dead. But we hit them with a sock.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count at all. Hit them with a sock within 10 feet of the exit so they don't barricade you. There we go. Now it's done. I have 15 minutes. He's gone. So, zombies. 10 feet. I have a tape measure. If it comes down to disputes, I'll do it.
It will, too.
10 feet from the exit. Let them go. Now you have your head start and you run after them. Or just go outside. That's how we fix that whole thing. But we don't want people stacking up like sardines and making it not fun for anyone going, you know. So let's do it. Alright. Grace?
When you're not in the mission and you have a backpack, you can't get tagged like if someone just tagged your backpack.
No,
Backpacks do
that
count.
counts.
That was changed at committee a while
That
ago.
was over a year ago. That was a year ago.
I actually remember exactly how that came about.
That reason is a draw.
That came about when a player actually had a guitar case as a zombie, rushed, I believe it was me, rushed Eddie. Eddie actually shot the guitar case, and everyone went, wait, what do we do with that? So to make sure that it would be fair all around, backpacks are capable of being tagged just as if a zombie decides to carry a guitar case while charging you.
So if
you
a
can shoot
zombie's
the guitar
carrying a
case.
very large standard, like a flag,
And
and
you
he's
shoot the flag.
screaming at you, and they have an army of other zombies, shoot the flag this time.
Also, on that note, the only thing you can carry the human that is not taggable is your blaster. However, the chances of someone actually tagging your blaster are really slim.
Don't use it as a shield, though. That's not okay.
You can't hold up dangle swinging stocks. Can we demonstrate that? I can't do this and have them try to tag through it. I need to be swinging it at them for it to stun. So I can't just make a curtain of them and go, no. That's stupid. Also,
What if
You have to test on the curtain and you're swinging
From
it.
hand.
Yeah, from
if they walk up to you and do this, you're fine. If they walk up to you and do this, you're probably not fine. That's how it works. Rob.
Tell them about the foot in the door policy as a human.
Foot in the door. You keep 1 foot in a safe zone, you're good. You pick that foot up, dead, good. Dead, good.
You can also
Dead.
Same works for zombies. You can't tag as long as you have a toe in a safe zone. You'd be fully out.
If you have like 30 zombies right outside a building, you put 1 foot out.
Pull a Brian Walker.
Fine arts last year.
Unload
You didn't shoot
everything.
your blaster at them. Don't shoot from the building. That is bad. You'll have to do something bad if you do that. Jake's gonna come up to you and say, "Hey, let's go. We're gonna get a sandwich."
Hey, let me borrow that blaster.
Let's
Let's
go
go
to
get a
sandwich.
sandwich. Let's see what's happening. We have to go see what's gonna happen.
So to clarify, if you want to put 1 foot out a door and dump like 4 35-round drums into a horde, that's okay.
You can totally do that. And when you dump 435 rounds into a horde, they're gonna want to know what to do with those darts. Can anybody tell me what the collection on dart policy is? What do you
If
do?
you're during the week and it's not a mission, you're just out running around, and I fire my darts at a zombie, the zombies are going to take them and bring them to a moderator or preferably an admin.
Which zombies pick up
Unless
darts?
The stun zombies.
Stun
pick up
zombies.
darts.
Active
So
zombies
humans
have no
can't tell
obligation.
active zombies, oh, pick up my darts and then run.
But
Also,
you can
as a
say-
human, if I fire my 105 darts at you, and I say, yo, nobody touch my darts, you have to leave them.
Don't take them so that they run out of ammo. If they request you to leave them, leave them. That doesn't mean you have to bring them to them. It just means that you can't take them to starve this, quote-unquote, starve the human's ammo.
Humans, it's good if you're running low on ammo, because then if you kill enough shit, you can just run out and pick up all your ammo back.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Tom.
So, let me get this straight just so I can clarify. If I were to basically kill 10 zombies with 2 drums, let's just say that,
Yeah.
and they all have to respawn for 15 minutes,
Yep.
is it possible for me to go get it, or do the stun zombies collect it all?
All I need to do is tell them, let me get my
They
darts.
will start collecting the darts, and if you say, I want those darts left, they'll just have all these darts and they'll be like, okay.
Okay.
That's it.
At that point,
Walk
I wouldn't
away.
even bother.
If they're really nice, they'll bring them to you, but they don't have to bring them to you, they just have to leave them there.
Okay.
At that point, I wouldn't even bother picking them up because when there's zombies, they're
Anthony,
most likely to call back up.
You know what I feel like that leads into really well? So if a zombie is stunned, are they allowed to contact others?
That's what I was not.
Okay, if a zombie's stunned, pretty much the way that works is that zombie was just killed and destroyed. When you respawn, you're a new zombie, right? Like, because why would zombies just keep coming back over and over? That doesn't make sense. So, if you're stunned, don't sit there and call an entire ambush. I mean, you can yell while you're fighting and be like, they're over here, and then you get shot, and then it's just like, oh.
They're over. Oh.
It's not like a huge issue that we've had because the zombies tend to know where you are. But
all the time.
that doesn't mean that like one zombie's on their way to class, they get shot, and then they say, hey, all you guys on this end of campus, run this way. That's really lame.
A stun zombie is a non-player. Non-players are not allowed to interfere with each
Right. You're going to have non-players yell things at you. Some of them will be mean, some of them will be nice, some of them will just be weird. People will yell things out of windows, like, look out behind you, or, oh god, zombies. Okay? If a non-player ruins an ambush, there's not much you can do about it. But, try not to listen to them.
Also, something that goes along with that very nicely, non-players are not supposed to interfere with the game. If you are a human, you cannot look over to your friend and be like, oh, Savannah, you're not playing. Savannah, can you get me food for meals because I'm really hungry and I'm afraid to go? No.
What that comes down to is you're not having fun and you're preventing the zombies from having fun because they can't fight you.
Go get your own food.
So why are you playing?
Go do your normal routine as much as you can and try and live life as best you can in the event of a zombie apocalypse.
Also,
that's what it comes down
if
to.
you're a human with immunity, you can't go tell your other human buddies, hey, listen, there's zombies out there over here.
No, if you're
a non-player.
if you get past the mods, you're not a player. Nick, you had a question before.
Oh. Yeah, during missions.
It's hurt during regular gameplay, and like say it's somebody with you or it's somebody nearby you, they get hurt. it would be a good idea to just stop and just see if they're okay, because when this game's over, like, they could still be dead in real life if they die, so don't let them die.
If a moderator or an admin is around, we're probably going to stop it, but if they're not, take it to your own hands and be like, yo guys, stop. Let's make sure this person's okay.
Yeah, it's a case-by-case basis. Somebody falls down and trips down like 800 stairs and they're not moving.
We don't even have that many stairs in one place.
You could. You could just randomly bounce down the
They fall down,
Yeah, because last semester, remember with the Wilsbach thing, that
Yeah.
I don't know who was slipped and everything? I kind of just kept going. I didn't know if I was supposed to stop, because like, I don't know, like, I know with like a bus you can stop, but...
If it looks like they're okay, that they're just going to take a second to catch their breath or whatever, like you can still go. If the zombies are starting to like walk away and just look at you, I mean, I'd go at that point.
Okay, yeah, I just darted it. I didn't really stop.
Yeah, I mean, if you think they're okay and someone's with them, it's probably all right, unless we've got a serious like loss of blood or limbs. Then you just, I feel like everybody can tell how to work that one. We got Tom, then we got Rob.
Okay, let's say for instance, you know, woohoo, party, yeah, kickoff party, whatever, woohoo, next day. I'm just constantly sick. What do you do then?
If you're really sick,
Stop playing.
Don't be so wrong.
if you're really sick, there's a number of ways you can go about this. If you think that you're going to be better soon, contact the mods. If you have to miss class, definitely contact the mods. You are not allowed to skip class for this game at all. If you find out you skip class for this game, you're going to be in probably the most trouble besides breaking actual laws.
Then I get to go bring you get sandwiches whenever I feel like
Okay? But if you have to miss class, if you're traveling for a sports team, other extracurricular event, if you're sick, let the mods know. There have been cases before where people have lied about this. The old VP contacted their professor, and the professor confirmed that they were fine. The people are going to know if you're lying, so like really try to not do that. But if you're really sick, you know, use your own judgment.
Rob and Dave.
Okay, so I'm an RA.
Yes.
And I have bulletin boards and door tags to do, so I'll be in the hallways.
If you're an RA on
Friday
duty,
a lot.
you're safe.
Even if when I'm doing door tags and bulletin boards.
That's
so-
part of your duty. That's part of your duty.
Okay, and then when I'm going to cage hours, am I safe too? Because I always have my laptop and all that stuff.
That's going to be a safe thing. Yeah.
You're wearing a staff shirt.
If you're at a work study job, these are all covered in the rules, by the way, which you should all know and still read. But this is the personal explanation. If you're going to work and you've got important work things, if you're going to a presentation, you got fancy clothes, that's when you ask us for immunity. But if you're at work, you take your armband off. If you're on duty as an RA, you take your armband off. You don't want to look like you're in play when you're not. So if you're on duty doing any of that stuff, armband off. Don't exploit it. Don't go, oh, I was making a bulletin board and then I went right to class. No, you go back to your room, you get your armband, and then you go.
Yeah.
So everybody knows how it works.
What up, Dave?
Okay, so is it attend all classes or attend all classes as normal?
As normal.
Because I, for example, rarely attend class as is. So if it's attend all classes, this would drastically improve my attendance.
You just skip like, I know I skip one of my classes almost every time. If you skip that class every day,
Missed you this morning.
yeah. You probably don't have to go.
I'm going to let Brian comment on this one because...
Oh, it wasn't about this, it was something else, but I have something to say about this, I guess.
Oh, you go for it.
Like, in my...
I know you had a good philosophy on it.
It was for philosophy class, too.
Oh, wow.
So, the exact wording of the game is you're supposed to follow out, like, your normal schedule. And for example, the second game that I played last spring, my normal schedule was to do, like, fuck philosophy and then just skip my noon philosophy class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And, like, that was cool. I kept doing that.
Just don't skip classes to avoid being tagged.
Yeah, for example, that time I skipped all my other classes that week just to make it to final mission and hid my dorm the whole time.
You did.
It was probably bad.
Actually.
I didn't actually do that.
You were at Hunt Union shooting those zombies.
I went to Hunt Union to play freaking D&D. Then it got moved.
Oh, by the way, that secret door thing, it's right back there. Right behind where else is.
That exit time okay. But I had something else to say, not related, kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
About, like, non-players. With the whole, like, Babbage can't ask one of his friends who's not playing to go get him food if he's a human and doesn't want to die. Let's say, like, for example, you're a human and you are running to your dorm and you drop your fire strike or your net finder on the ground. But you run and you're like, screw it, I'm going to die if I go get it. Someone who you don't know, who's a complete non-player, picks it up, walks it in, and hands it to you.
The zombies are going to be pissed
The
because you
zombies
didn't
are
do
going to be
anything
pissed.
wrong.
That's a favor.
But if you're a zombie, yes, a non-player interfered and got some of their stuff back and wasn't supposed to. They're a non-player, don't start shit with them.
That's like I dropped my entire...
That caused some huge problems last year.
That's
when we had people fighting with people that weren't playing the game. So just, if non-players do something bad, just let it happen.
Alright, so we're just going to take the last couple questions, then I'm pretty sure we're done here, because everything else is in the rules. If anything comes up, feel free to call the mods, then call the admins, fill out moderator tickets, there's Facebook to reach us through. Anybody that you know that's playing the game that's not here, that didn't get a waiver, please have them do that immediately.
If they don't get that, we're going to beat them
People
up.
that are in the OZ pool, we're going to be contacting the OZ tonight. Okay? So at midnight this game starts. Everybody's clear on that. You wear your armband at all times unless you're safe. You know when you're safe. When we tell you you're safe or if you're working. Like at a job. Not like studying. If you're studying in the hallway, you're not safe. That's weird.
Like, if you're Eddie and you work at the Dragon's Lair, you're not safe walking up to the Dragon's Lair. You're safe when you get to the Dragon's Lair. You're not safe.
So glad I'm not playing this game.
Yeah, safety.
Something we didn't go over, in residence halls, there's another time you're safe, even if it's not quiet hours. There's another time you're safe. If you're going to the shower, like you got your shower cap.
Yeah. Going to the shower with a towel and all your stuff. Don't fuck with people.
But don't wear your armband to the shower.
You're perverting to monkey.
Don't wear your armband.
Guys, listen!
If there's a fire drill and everyone has to go outside, that doesn't count as gameplay. That counts as not dying. That counts as not dying. Thank you.
In like any building that has like a cook stove or something that you can go use, if someone's walking down the hallway with like a pot of scalding soup, don't tag them.
Yeah, that's the
They'll
thing.
throw it on you.
And non-players in the hallways could also be walking with giant pots of boiling water. So for that reason, don't run in res halls around corners really fast. Or you might be burned over 90% of your body. That hasn't happened yet.
I plan on making that happen tonight.
Alright. Yeah, you had a question.
Okay. Bus stops. Well, the bus is approaching, like right next to the bus stop and then leaving the bus stop. So if you get off the bus and they're all right there and they're just looking at you and like you're safe while you're at the bus stop. So I'd run away from the bus stop without running into traffic.
Only when the bus is there.
Only when the bus is there or actively like arriving or departing. So other than that, don't play in roads if you can help it. Like if there's no cars coming and you can see like 1,000 meters, run through the road. By all means, just do it.
Look both ways.
Rob and Anthony, then I think we're done.
I know this was a great matter last time because I did tag someone inside a study lounge.
Okay.
Inside, what's it called? Res Life or Res Halls, I'm at?
Yep.
Computer lab and study lounges. Because I know in Blodgett, for example, we have study lounges that have the doors that close. Are they
That's all
considered safe?
That's all safe. Just don't bother with it.
Study lounge because grades come first, your academic career comes first.
There's probably a reason they're in the study lounge and not in their own room.
Well,
they probably need to study there. So.
Like, for example, I know in the quad buildings, walking through the study lounge, that's considered
I
a
see.
tag.
Okay.
There's
Well,
a study lounge.
that's also a common space that a lot of people use, so try not to play in it. That would be bad. And by try not, I mean, there's no rule against it, but I don't think it's a good idea.
I'm reading the rule to say study lounges specifically are safe.
If it's something that you have to walk through, do it on the other side of the doors.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know what to do. I'm just
Confrontation should be confined to hallways and liaison presentations.
Like, when we say all the places that are off limits in dorms, we really mean there's a place that's on limits and it's the hallways. It's like the flat floors in the hallways. Those ones. I should clarify that next time I have to. Yeah. Anthony.
Alright, last question, more related to avoiding zombies. Hey guys, so at midnight this game starts. I highly encourage everyone to go outside and just be there at midnight if you can. You know, have that class early tomorrow.
I'll be there!
Why is that?
It'll be fun!
Because, well, why avoid zombies? You're already in the game. So, yeah, on the note of that, if you see like 30 zombies outside, go fight them.
You're just kidding. Zombies outside tonight, you're really having trouble.
There's an exhibition in this game, so a lot of your
guys, you already signed up for this. I promise you, hiding will make you feel like, oh, well, I mean, I'm alive. Fighting them and getting through like 20 of them, and actually getting through them, even if you only get 15 of them, I promise you, you'll have a story.
Alright,
go fight.
Big thing we didn't say, because I know half of you won't read it and you'll forget. In regular gameplay, if there's a giant group of humans and they all are not looking at me and I've got a headband on, I'm going to walk up and be like, hey, guess what, you guys are all zombies. That's great. Okay, at a mission, I walk up and there's a huge group. Well, I need to pick. Because during missions, things are hectic. Zombies might be spawning every 30 seconds. So I'm gonna run in, I'm gonna go, I got you, I got you, I got you. One for one. One for one during missions. Don't forget that. After missions, everyone's gonna help pick up darts. Campus is a safe zone during this game, 5 minutes before missions. Because we're not having that stupid doorway safe zone camping crap. We're just gonna avoid it.
Thank you.
In addendum to that, if you get tagged during a mission, your spawn timer for a zombie is not the 30 minutes, it's whatever the mission spawn timer is.
Yeah.
You just jump right in.
You just jump right in on the other team.
You're not gonna miss the mission because you died as a human. So then you become a zombie.
I think pretty much good.
Yeah, okay. Anything comes up, contact us. Start playing at midnight. Don't forget, you can't make your friends go outside with Nerf to prove they're not the OZ.
Join us at midnight.
Don't tag me.
Where are you going to be at midnight?